Hi everyone. In the last video we have discussed some of the points of the constitutions of the India, the constitutions of the India. In that videos we have discussed about to be the organs or the wings of the our government. Now, the organs or the wings of the governments are divided into the three parts. Number one was the legislative, second one was the executive, and the last one was the judiciary. So we discuss on that videos about the executive legislative that in legislative what happened that the laws and the rules are the frame there for the central or the state government. Listen carefully there. In the legislative the rules or the laws are the executed or the frame for the central and the state government. Now in the second point that is about to be the executive. In the executive that what's happened, these laws which have been made by the legislative are the carries in the executive. Okay, in the executive what's happened, those laws which was made by the legislative are carried in the executive. Now the last point and about to be the judiciary, we know that very well. The judiciary dispenses to be the justices. Okay, so these all are the points about to be the organs or the wings of the government. Now today the point which we have discussed here, that is about to be the fundamental rights or the fundamental duties. So first of all we have discussed here about to be the fundamental rights. Fundamental rights. Okay. Now, so first of all, you know that the constitutions of India, the guarantees to be the certain of the fundamental rights to its citizens. So, what is the meaning of the word the fundamental? First of all, we have discussed here. Now, first of all, we have discussed the meaning of the term fundamental rights. Listen very carefully here that we know that very well here, rights are those the freedom which are the essential for the personal and the common goods. What is it? So rights are the freedom for which are the essential for the common and to be the personal good and are the guaranteed under to be the constitutions. So what is the meaning of the good? So basically the word good is referred here to be the all out of the developments of the one's life. That is the meaning of the word the rights. Now again some of the points we have discussed or the one of the questions also arising here, why we call them the fundamental right? What are the reasons behind it? These are the fundamental right, why we have calling it. So first of the reason if we have discussed here, so that is the rights are the fundamental right. You know that the rights are the fundamental. The rights are the fundamental. Why? So in the sense that they have been to be the included in the fundamental law of the land, and that is the our constitutions. Okay, first of the reason here. Now if we talk here about to be the second reason, and that is what you know that the right can be the enforced by the court. We know that in our country lots of the courts are there. There is the domestic courts, there is a high court, there is a district courts, there is a high court, there is a supreme court. Okay, so if we have talking here about to be the second reason, so the rights can be the enforced by the courts. Now the Supreme Court, the High Court have the power for which to be the issue the directions or the orders to the orders for the enforcement of the fundamental rights. Okay, so these are or the both are the reason why we call them the fundamental rights here. Now one of the also questions arising here, you know that in which year the UN General Assembly adopted to be the universal Declaration of the Human Rights. Have you any idea? No. So basically the UN General Assembly adopted the Universal Declaration of the Human Rights on the 10th December 1948. Which year? On the 10th December. Okay, on the 10th December 1948. In this year, the UN General Assembly adopted to be the Universal Declaration of the Human Rights. And from those days, we know that from the scenes that every year the December 10th is as a remembered or the celebrated as a Human Rights Day. Up to there we have discussed to be the meaning of the reason of the fundamental rights. What are the reason of the fundamental rights? Now next questions given here, some of the points that is about to be the significance of our significance of the rights. Okay, so significance of the rights, there are the 3 or the 4 points we have discussed about to be the significance of the rights. Number 1, reason has been given here. Number 1, the rights save the human right, save the human personality. Okay, now if we talk here about to be the second point, that is the democracy implies civil liberties now in the third point of the significance of the right is the rights are a check on unjust act okay, the rights are check on the unjust acts of the government and the last or the fourth point given here about to the rights and enforceable. Okay, in the 4 points, rights are enforceable okay. In the last point we have discussed here about the significance of the rights are the enforceable by the courts also. That means it is also including with the our Supreme Court, with the our High Court, with the our District Court and the lower court also are including about to be the significance of the rights. Okay, now next point which we have discussed here about to be the fundamental right. How many fundamental rights are the provided by our constitutions? Okay, one by one we have write the categories of the name of the fundamental right. You know that the fundamental rights are the grouped under 6 main categories. Into how many categories? 6 main categories. Okay, in the first of the point if we have discussed here about to be the fundamental right, that is the right to equality. Okay, if we talk here about to be the second fundamental right, that is about to be the right of freedom. Right of freedom. And the third number point, that is the right against exploitation. Okay, so number one is the right to equality, number two is the right to freedom, number three is right against the exploitation, and the number four is the right to be the freedom of the religion. Right to freedom of religion. Now, in the next number 5, cultural and educational right. Okay, and the last point about to be the right to be the constitutional remedies. Right to be the constitutional remedies. Okay, so these all are the 6 fundamental rights which are provided by our the constitutions or the guaranteed by our constitutions. In number 1, right to be the equality, in number 2, right to be the freedom, in number 3, right against the exploitation, number 4, right to be the freedom of the religion, number 5, cultural and the educational right, and the last one is right to be the constitutional remedies. Now, we have also discussed one by one here in which act these all of the rights are the including. Okay. Now, first of all, we know that the rights to be the equality, these rights are coming into be the article 14 to 18. In which articles? These are including to be the article 14 to be the 18. Now, next one, that is about to be the right of the freedom of the speech, and these are including in the articles, okay, articles 19 to 22. One by one, I have discussed here about to be the articles, in which articles these fundamental rights are the including. Okay, in the number 3, if we are talking here, right against to be the exploitation, so right against to be the exploitation is coming into be the articles 23 to be the 24. Okay, and the next one, right to be the freedom of the religion. So right to the freedom of the religions, this freedom of the rights are coming into be the articles number 25 to 28. Now next, given about to be the cultural and the educational rights, so these are including into be the articles 29 to 30. Okay, and the next one, that is the right to be the constitutional remedies, and these are including into be the article 32. Okay, so one by one the articles name also given here, the parts of the article in which these all of the fundamental rights are the including. You have also learned one by one and write in your school copy. Now, next point which we have discussed again here, that is about to be the fundamental duties. Okay, now if we talk here about to be the fundamental duties, so you know that a duty means what? A duty means an obligation imposed by the law. Listen very carefully. It is an obligation imposed by the law or the custom on a person. Understood? What is fundamental duties? So basically, the fundamental duty means an obligation imposed by the law or the custom on a person. So duty like the rights, if we have talking here, maybe the both the moral as well as to be the added a new points or the new legal. It's maybe the moral or as the legal. So duties like the right may be the both the moral as well as to be the legal. Now we know that the fundamental duties are also including to be the 42nd Amendment Act the 1976. In which year? 42nd Amendment Act in the 1976. The fundamental duties are the included with the 42nd Amendment Act in the 1976. Now they added a new chapter, that means the part 4A. In the part 4A. Okay, so in the part 4A to be the constitutions of the India. So if we talk here about to be the duties, so you know that the constitutions also provide us a list of the 11 fundamental duties. List of the 11 fundamental duties. These are the provided by the our constitutions. Okay, to the of the citizens. So these are known as to be the fundamental duties. Now, next point which we have discussed here about to be the directive principle of the state policy. So directive principle of the state policy, basically these are the embodied in the part 4 of the our constitutions. Okay, the directive principle of the state policy are the embodied in the part 4 of the our constitution. Now this enumerates, listen very carefully here, this enumerates the certain principles and the ideals which the state governments should be the follow with framing the law. When the state government makes any law on that time, it should be followed. That is the depend on the state government. So the directive principle are the basically embodied to be the part 4. Now the next point given about to be the amendment of the constitutions. You know that what is the meaning of the word the amendment? Amendment means the making a change. What is this? Amendment means making changes or the change. Okay. So amendment means what? Making the change. After the constitution was framed, listen, after the constitution was framed, a provision was made to be the bring the any the desirable change in the law. So however the changes cannot be the brought. However the changes cannot be the brought or the carried on. The procedure of the amendments now as a specified to be the constitutions should be the followed. So these all are the points given in your chapter the constitutions of the India. Now in the last video, in the next day, we have again discussed some of the points of the any other chapter or the question answer or the exercises. Okay, that's all for the today.